Hey, gorgeous people, it's time for the Celtic Rain Radio Show. That's right, it's time. I've been very, very crafty lately. Look what I made. I made wreaths. I made two, actually, technically. Yes, and I made other things for Christmas because, well, money is not always there, so I painted all sorts of beautiful paintings for people. So I'm festive. Look, guys, I'm festive. I have a Christmas tree and there's lights. I'm very Christmassy right now. Needless to say, come on in to the Celtic Rain Radio Show. Let's have a great time. Very excited about tonight. Tonight's going to be a wonderful, wonderful show. And so, it is what it is. You guys know it's Christmas time. Or whatever holiday you've decided to put into your lovely life in this season. I welcome you. And let's have a great time. You know that if you have music to send me, you can send it to CelticRain777@gmail.com. Just needs to be family friendly, meaning please no cursing. Let's not make fun of people. It's just not worth it. Let's spread love instead of hate. It is what it is. You guys, if you are not watching from YouTube, you should go to youtube.com/C for channel /Celtic Rain, like rain out of the sky, and hit that little bell and subscribe. And then you know exactly when we're going to be on. Guys, it is going to be such an amazing show tonight. I have Palace of Tears right here. Well, technically they're in my computer, but right here in my computer, ready for you tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. So very exciting. But first, we have 3 beautiful songs for you. That's right. We already have people commenting. Hello, everybody. So yes, we have, it says, I love your Christmas outfit. Thank you. Right? It's so cute. And supposedly there are a lot of strings attached, but I gotta change the batteries, but supposedly after I change the batteries, it lights up. Kind of excited about that. I'm not gonna lie. It's really fun. And then a Facebook user says, woohoo, exactly. And James says, hello from Indiana, Starbase Indy volunteer. That's right. Starbase Indy was awesome. You should be there next year. I'm just saying. And we got some nice, exactly. So some great stuff happening tonight. So first off, we have our first 3 songs, though. We have Round and Round by Shane Hose. And then we have Ave Maria, the Bach and Gunnar version by Celtic Rain. Yes, I will be singing that. Thank you. And then we have Bring the Rain by Adam James. Some really great music to start out this amazing night. It's just going to be so much fun, guys. I'm very excited about tonight, and I hope you are too. You guys ready for some great music? Here we go.
In the morning celebrate, mommy, it's the only way to live. Gonna live in broken hearted like this insanity.
to the matter at hand, as things are getting hectic all across his land. Little something to put your mind at ease, you see, as you listen to the sound that blows your mind like the breeze. Times are getting tough and I'm dying of thirst, praying for the rain cause the heat is the worst. Wash away the sad that keeps holding me down. Light springs eternal coming up from the ground. Ain't no time for me to cut and run, cause I best keep believing when I'm under the gun. Everybody climb up over before your ass gets sunk. RJ and AJ got the teeth in the funk. Looks like the sky is falling. Rain, rain. Looks like the sky is falling. Rain, rain. Looks like the sky is falling. Rain, rain. Looks like the sky is falling. Down, down, down.
You know, there are those times in life when you just pray for rain all day. And he's still praying. It's a lot of fun. I love the music that you guys send me because it's just so interesting, and I love that you can't find this kind of stuff anywhere else. It's beautiful, and it makes me so happy inside because it's just like, yeah, here on the Celtic Rain Radio Show. Where do you find it? Right here, right here. And well, you know what else you find here? Amazing guests, and we have them on tonight. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing?
Hello, hello. How are you?
Hey. So, we have Palace of Tears here in the studio. Tell us names. We need names.
Well, I'm Eric, and I play some instruments and record and produce for the band.
I am LV, and I'm vocals and lyrics.
Nice. And so where are you guys located in the world?
We are in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Nice.
That's where I'm located at the moment.
At the moment.
Yes.
Yes. So you live in New Orleans, but then you're traveling all over the place, because I actually saw you a couple months ago here in Indianapolis. It was really awesome to see you and get to know you a little bit and hear you live. That was beautiful. It was
Thank
beautiful.
you.
How
that was a fun show. That was a fun show to play.
It was a really fun show to watch. How far out do you guys go? Do you guys go everywhere?
Well, we have, but we're beginning to consolidate things a bit. Yes, we've gone as far as Boston, and
as far as Boston, as far as
Louisville
to Tampa, and places in between, Philly, places in North Carolina.
Nice.
There, yep.
How long has this group itself been together then?
Let's see.
Going on almost 4 years.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Did you guys play in different bands beforehand, or were you in bands together just of different names?
I was in a band beforehand called Mercury's Antenna, and it was when I was previously living in the Pacific Northwest in Portland, Oregon, and that band put out 2 albums, an EP, and we're going to release our third. And we're for a few records on Project Records, and then we started releasing stuff through William Fate's label, Set Records.
Yeah.
So that was my previous band before the Palace of Tears.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And what did you do before, my dear?
So this is my first music project. I come from a theater background. So my musical experience prior to this was doing 8 shows a week in Chicago, the musical.
Nice.
Singing, triple threat. Singing, acting, dancing. So exactly. I'm a dancer first. Some would say, the title in musical theater is dancer who sings. So I was always seen and not heard, and started to evolve a bit as the body is finite. So the energy is moving up here now. I've got things to say now. So it's always been a natural extension. I usually did something that involved a lot of dancing. So it wasn't ever straight acting or just a musical. Like, it was something that was going to be dance heavy. And I danced in operas. I had my own act as a specialty variety artist. Wow. So, I come from a very varied performance background.
Nice. We have a few. David says, yay for theater folks. Right. And Nagaroth says, yeah, exactly. The Facebook users, for some reason, it doesn't show up the names. So you guys, if you want to put your names on there, absolutely, please do. It's good to see you both. But some great comments coming on here. Yeah, I actually have a large theater musical theater background as well. Did a lot of musical theater, especially in college, and all of that great jazz. Had a lot of fun with that. Always thought that I'd be like, yeah, I'm just going to take off after I get done with college and go on to New York, and we'll just have fun with musical theater. Didn't end up happening, but it was one of the things that has influenced. When you have an operatic voice, it's one of the things that ends up influencing you for sure. Yeah. So what is your musical backgrounds? Where did it start for both of you? I know you probably have two different paths, so where did it start for you guys?
I am extremely self-taught, so
Nice.
I'm a late bloomer, and but I've been around and involved spherically in music since I was a youngin. I mean, my mom was one of the first female DJs at a rock station, and I was going to concerts,
Oh,
serious
that's fun.
big concerts when I was like in kindergarten all the way up through. So I was around a lot of musicians all the time, around a lot of music. So I would say it was kind of like maybe in my DNA before I even touched an instrument. But on my 21st birthday, I picked up the guitar after playing air guitar for my previous, my younger years, and decided to really learn the instrument.
Right.
So that's the only background I have, and I've just been self-taught the whole time, from learning how to play guitar and bass to learning how to program a drum beat. Because I would say you can consider me a frustrated drummer. I never learned how to play actual drums, but that was my first love before playing guitar. So
Nice.
just self-taught.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And what about you, my dear? Where did your journey begin?
My journey began in my body, heavily dance trained. Growing up listening with very strict dance training. So being exposed to classical music from a very early age, having family members who played the piano, which I eventually played, but not seriously because I just wanted to dance. So the music has all been very embodied deeply.
Nice.
And picked up the bass guitar about 10 years ago, but it's a little too heavy for me. So I haven't picked it up in a while. It was kind of a little too much for me for my neck. So
Yeah.
sometimes you have to choose like what, I'm trying to sing right now. I need my neck for that. So I have respect for the, I love my bass tones. I love that so much. I have guitar players in my family.
Nice.
In fact, one of the tracks that you picked for this show is extended family, and they are classically trained guitarists. So that is there.
I love having musicians around me because they can do things on their instrument that I could never do. And so I love being able to collaborate with them and being like, okay, I can, sing you a high C and write you a really pretty song. But you can play this instrument amazing, And so it's something about being like, okay, that's not, you come and show how beautiful you are. Let's have fun together. I love that. Yeah. I love that. And I was thinking about you and your mom and you being like, I just was around music. It was in my DNA. Our son is 15 now. He plays drums, but for the longest time, he's like, yeah, I'm not going to, both me and my husband are musicians. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to be a musician.
This is what not to do.
Like, I'm not doing this. But then of course he did. Yeah. But I think about it all the time. We have musicians over all the time. Our house is full of music. And for those houses that just aren't, it is amazing to me. I had a friend come over and go, this was never my mom and dad didn't do this. Can you imagine what kind of kid he's going to be when he
grows up? Right.
I just saw Ron join. I just want to say hello to Ron.
One of those crazy people that is artistic. Well, you have a few comments here. We have Ron that says, hola. And this is Ron again saying, hope you are both doing well. Yay. And then Ron got on so that his name could be there. That's right. You guys get on YouTube because for some reason, I don't know why. Plus Facebook kind of does fun things, but YouTube is nice that way. Doesn't cut things out. Loved the music the first time I heard them. Oh, absolutely. And he also said, I would be lost without music. Absolutely. And yeah, the theater is your home. Exactly. Well, we are going to listen to one of your songs
Yeah.
right now that you were just talking a little bit about, called Veil Screen Woven Dream. Tell us about this one.
So we wrote it a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
the meaning, it took on layers of meaning. So at first, it was about emerging out of isolation,
Oh my gosh.
really, to be honest, from the pandemic,
Yeah.
and sort of anticipating the rush of closeness that was about to ensue. Like, okay, we're going to
Oh
be
wow.
around people again, and my
Yeah.
friends and the people that I love that I haven't seen in a long time. What is that going to be like? So that's really what it started out from for
Oh
me
wow. Yeah.
with the lyrics. Um, I think for Eric, it might be something different, but I like that. I like leaving things open to interpretation just because that's what I say that it started out for me. I mean, clearly it changed anyway. It evolved. So whatever it
Yeah.
means to somebody, I think that's totally valid. Um, it did evolve to have some other more esoteric meanings because I lost someone that I cared deeply for, my brother. So I ended up kind of, you know, finding deeper layers of meaning with that. The veil, right, being like the veil beyond what we can see of this realm, of this world, and
Right.
where is it that we go once we're not in this form anymore. So it kind of is exploring those misty questions a
I
little
like that.
bit.
I
And
like
it's that romanticism too about how will we see each other again and when? What is that going to be like? And also that it's almost almost an overwhelming sensation. Like it was better. It was it was easier to write about it, but speaking about it, it's kind of like when you're hugging somebody and it feels so good, or you're like you have so much love or something that it's almost like it almost hurts. That's kind of
Yeah.
on that spectrum where I'm kind of playing around that feeling of there's definitely that tension of like it's too good, right? It's like
Right.
too
Right.
much of a good thing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's a little bit about that.
Absolutely. Well, we
Yeah. I guess it would. When I originally wrote the song, it had a different title, but it really was about the deliciousness of of love, right, and
Mhm.
how stinging it could feel to have this kind of like when you like her example of hugging someone. It's that moment you slowly pull away from someone. The song's about that sonically, I guess, for me.
Mm.
It's that real intense separation, tension in between, where you
Mm.
slowly feel a close, and it's delicious, and it slowly separates away, and
Mm.
that kind of intense emotion of that feeling, which is kind of
Right.
indescribable. So I put that into the music, and originally it had a different title. The title was called "The Wind and the Wasp." It's about something blowing into you to sting you, and to leave. So it slowly transformed into some of the events that LV experienced, that I was a part of well, as witnessing, some of the loss, and it just kind of transformed. Once her lyrics came in there, the song then became
Mm.
very complete.
That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. We do have a few comments here. Um, um, Ron says that was the tune that did it for me. He also said you can hear all of the layers, and the deeper you go, the more it pulls you in. It's
Oh,
beautiful. That's
thank
beautiful.
you.
Yes. And then we have Mark says we hope you can come back to Indianapolis. So
Yes, love to.
yay!
Hope to.
Absolutely. But guys, we are going to listen to this. I'll bring you back in just a second. You can have fun with your song, and we'll go from there. Here we go, guys. All right, so you guys, we do have Veiled Screen Woven Dream by Palace of Tears. And then we have Nuri Highwayman by Slugger's Rule. And then we have Ellen Aaron by the Selkie Girls. So it's a combination of two songs the Selkie Girls do. Just some real fun Celtic, beautiful tunes to go with this gorgeous, gorgeous night tonight. But you guys, you ready for this beautiful music? I am. Let's have fun.
In every town I was bred and born. In Stevens Green now I lie in scorn. I served my time in the settling trade. I always was a roving blade. I always was a roving blade. At 17 I took a wife. I loved her dearer than I loved my life. And so to keep her both fine and gay, I went out robbing on the King's Highway. I went out robbing on the King's Highway. I never robbed a poor man yet, nor lately caused anyone to fret. But I robbed lords and ladies fine, and I carried their gold home to me heart's delight. And I carried their gold home to me heart's delight. I robbed Lord Baldwin, I do declare, and Lady Manswell up in Governor Square. I closed the shutters and bade them night, and I carried the gold home to me heart's delight. And I carried the gold home to me heart's delight. To Covenant Garden I made my way, with me dear wife for to see a play. Then Fielding's men there did me pursue, and I was taken by that cursed crew. And I was taken by that cursed crew. Me father cried, oh me darling son. Me wife she cried, now I am undone. Me mother tore her grey locks and cried, it's in the cradle he should have died. It's in the cradle he should have died. When I am dead I want for my grave a flashy funeral, for he let me have 6 highwaymen to carry me. Give them broadswords and sweet liberty. Give them broadswords and sweet liberty. 6 pretty maidens to bear my pall. Give them white roses and garlands all. And when I'm dead they'll speak the truth. He was a wild and wicked youth. He was a wild and wicked youth.
I know a valley fair, Eileen a room. I know a cottage there, Eileen a room. Far in the valley shade, I know a tender maid, flower of the hazel glade, Eileen a room. When like the rising day, Eileen a room. Love sends his early ray, Eileen a room. What makes his dawning glow, changeless through joy and woe? Only the constant know, Eileen a room. song so sweet, Hyena who in the dance so fleet, Hyena dear are her charms to me, dearer her laughter free, dearest her constancy, Eileen Aru. Was she no longer true, Eileen Aru? What would a lover do, Eileen Aru? Fly with a broken chain, far o'er the sounding rain, never to love again, Eileen Aru. Youth must in time decay, Eileen Aru. Beauty must fade away, Eileen Aru. Castles are sacked in war, chieftains are scattered far. Truth is a fixed star, Eileen Aru. Truth is a fixed star, Eileen Aru.
Gotta love some Selkie girls. I mean, it's just, they're just really, really amazing. And they came on the show. It's been a little while now, but amazing people. Just really great people. My phone's saying hello. Hello, phone. Needless to say, we do have 3 more beautiful songs for you. But if you want to send music to me, all you have to do is send it to CelticRain777 at gmail.com. Rain like rain out of the sky. And you'll be able to get your music played here. All you have to do is be a small labor independent artist, and please, family friendly, meaning please no cursing. Do not make fun of people. It's just not worth it, people. Let's spread love, not hate. It's just not worth it. I'm just going to put that out there. But we do have some beautiful, beautiful music. And if you were here at Starbase Indie, you got to meet Darwin Prophet and get to know her and hear her beautiful music. Needless to say, we're going to be playing The Nightingale and the Rose by Darwin Prophet. And then we have Cry Me a River, which is one of the best jazz songs out there, I think, that is done by Gentle Rain, my jazz and blues group. That's right. Yay. When you're musicians, they say, what kind of music do you play? And you say, yes. What are you paying me to play? Because I'll pretty much do anything you pay me to do. Jazz and blues is one of them. Needless to say, that is one of the things we do is jazz and blues. So I'll be doing some jazz for you tonight. And then we have the Battle Flag music by Greenlee. Actually, just set up an interview with Greenlee. So this coming year, I'm planning this year's interviews right now for 2024. I'm very, 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 very excited. So I sent out the email to all of my artists saying, "Hey guys, it's time to sign up for 2024." And I'm already getting lots of responses back, and things are filling up. I know it's crazy to think about, but they are. Is this oh, this is different. So there you go. Lots of different beautiful things. We will be having back on our beautiful artist of the night, the Palace of Tears, right after these 3 songs, and we'll be able to talk to them a little bit more and get to know them. So stay tuned, please. We have some gorgeous music coming your way. Oh, right now. I pushed the wrong button, people. So here we go. Gotta love it when you hit the wrong button. Here we go. Beautiful music coming your way.
She said that she would dance with me if I brought her a scarlet rose. The nightingale listened as he wept for the only love he had known. She sings of him every night, for all the roses are white. White is the foam of the sea, white is the rose of this tree. All I want is one to give to my love. Only a red rose would do. Can I get one from you? Nightingale found a rose of gold, and she offered his sweetest song if he'd tell her where the red one grows. And he started to sing along, my brother's roses are red, but winter left him for dead. You can ask, but I must warn, all that he has left are thorns. All I want is one to give to my love. Only a red rose will do. Can I get one from you? There is a way, said the cheetah, a little bird. The price may be too high to pay for some. Love is just a word. You build a rose out of song, and pierce your heart on my thorn. Sing to me all through the night. There's magic in the moonlight. better than life. She pressed her breast into his thorn. With each song-pink petals were born. She sang of love until the dawn. Hurry, he said, or the moon will be gone. And as the sun rose overhead, she cried out with her last breath, my heart has torn the rose to
Now you say you're lonely. You cried the long night through. Well, you can cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. Now you say you're sorry for being so untrue. Well, you can cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. You drove me, nearly drove me out of my hand, while you never shed a tear. Remember, I remember all that you said. Told me you were too plebeian, told me you were through with me, and now you say you love me. Well, just to prove you do, come on and cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. You drove me, nearly drove me out of my head, while you never shed a tear. Remember, I remember all that you said. Told me you were too plebeian, told me you were through with me, and now you say you love me. Well, just to prove you do, come on and cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. Come on and cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. Come on and cry me
So yeah, Greenlee is kind of this. Uh, it's very made for movie kind of music. Beautiful, beautiful orchestral stuff that this one gentleman does all of it. And it's kind of ridiculous how ridiculously talented this guy is. And you just kind of sit there when people do those kind of things and you go, I'm just saying, because I can do a lot of stuff. I can do a lot of stuff, but to do everything, it's just amazing. Amazing stuff when it happens. But he is actually already scheduling with us, so I'm very excited to have Green Leon. He's like, no, I don't do a lot of technology when it comes to like phones and computers. I just know how to record stuff. I was like, I'll help you out, dude. Just come on the show. Let's have fun. But we do have our guest of the night back. That's right. We have Palace of Tears here with us still. How are you? Are you
Doing very good.
messing with your light show? You're having a light show while I'm like woohoo.
We're having a light show and a couple glasses of wine, and
Oh, I'm telling you,
just getting into the mood.
sets the mood for the beautiful music tonight. That's right. Exactly. So do you guys just get to do music for a living, or do you have to do other things as well?
Well, I am a chef. I've been a chef for about 28, 29 years. And it's as much as I've been a musician, I've been a chef. So it's been
Wow.
another passion of mine. And I've worked all around the country. I've lived in New York City and Toronto, Canada, Los Angeles, San Francisco, in Portland, and now New Orleans. And I've cooked and worked in all those cities and I've gained and acquired a lot of culinary knowledge throughout the years. So that's what I do.
Wow, that's amazing. That's beautiful. What is your favorite thing to make out of all the
Well,
things?
and I'd say every couple months, I notice I do this one post on Facebook, and I just love chicken tikka masala. I just love Indian food. I can eat it every day, all day, and then I love tacos. So
Should-
taco for anything. I'll put a taco in a peanut butter jelly sandwich. I have to. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's hilarious. You should mix the two and
I,
make a
I gotta do it.
chicken masala taco.
You can make like empanadas with the
Tikka taco. There you
yeah.
go.
Taco.
Well, Indian tacos are a thing. So it's kind of not. It's nothing new. So
Oh,
it's
that's
more of a
great.
West Coast thing. You know, they have Indian burritos and Indian tacos, or Korean tacos, and
I love it. The
uh,
fusion thing
I
is the
should
best thing ever.
transport all of us right now and have a bunch of Indian tacos together. You know,
There's a restaurant here where they say they serve Chinese food and they serve Mexican food. And I always thought that a sweet and sour burrito would be hilarious.
sounds. I'm sure halfway through the burrito, you might be like, "Okay, I'm done." You know, you're gonna have some sort of something to get the sweet out of your system. You know,
I was like, I just thought it would be funny. They never actually did it. I mentioned it to them. They did not like
I
it.
didn't go for it.
Nagaroth is as you guys may well know, she is actually a chef as well.
yes.
So, that's
And
right.
we love Nagaroth. She's been so supportive of our work, and
Oh yes.
she's just an awesome person. We had a
She is.
really cool when we played in Indianapolis there. We had brunch with her. I just love talking to her and her partner, and just really good people. I
They're
hope
just
to
really good people, yeah.
keep in contact with them for a long time.
She's the cutest, sweetest little goth girl
She
I've
is.
ever seen in my whole life. Like
Yeah.
you just kind of look at her and you get happy.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, you're so cute and little.
Yeah, and she talked a little bit about food with me. We had a moment when we were eating at Denny's all place, and she started talking culinary shop, and I was like, wow, you know. So she knows her stuff, you know.
She does. She does.
And she's a great
She's pretty
DJ too.
amazing. And I've been she's taken a few voice lessons from me, and she
I
has
heard about that.
she's
Oh.
got a pretty good little voice on her. I'm
Cool.
excited. She's a little bit busy right now because you know it is the holidays. But afterwards, hopefully, I'll get my hands back on her and we'll have some fun. But she's a beautiful person. But so you obviously have the chef thing. What about you, my dear? Do you have something that you do as well, or are you're just beautiful music all the time?
No, no, definitely not music all the time. I right now I'm bartending. That's I put on whatever hat kind of I can find
Oh
for
yeah.
different times. So it's something
Yep.
I've dipped into in the past, and I have found it again. So
You can make some good money bartending, especially if you're at the right place.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, it's in New Orleans, a lot of drinkers,
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh
a
my
lot of
gosh, of course.
drinkers.
Hello.
That's all we do down
Yeah, I
here. We party, we drink, and we drink, and we party and drink.
Thank you.
yeah, it's pretty much the place for it, I assume. Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna shift gears a little bit. When you guys are writing music, do you write your music together or do you write it separately? What is your process for writing music?
I usually have a period of time where I have a lot of ideas in my head, and I try to get out, and then eventually create demos, and I'll slowly start to introduce them to LV, and she may have some lyrics from other work already, but usually it's just it's by chance that if something clicks between us both, that becomes a piece of music, But it's usually on the head, and I just work out a way to get it out of the head and into some sort of recording. And they're usually very raw, very skeleton bones, guitar, synth, and some beat, and then it goes from there.
Nice.
And then there is a process where the ideas lyrically will start to also manipulate how the song's going to go, because then I'm kind of being inspired by some of the themes, and our music's very thematic, especially this upcoming album. It's super thematic, and there'll be a period where I'll stop the song and let her work her magic and inspiration, so to speak, and then we'll start adding on together. Right? It's about right?
Like a sandwich.
Like a sandwich,
Like a sandwich.
lots of layers and yumminess.
The
Well, like
music.
an oil painting, you just kind of keep
Yep.
adding layers to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. So what about you? How do you start with your I'm assuming you're writing the lyrics and it's coming out. What is your process for writing music?
I like to bounce it off of him so that it's a collaboration. So sometimes I'll hear a demo first,
Yep.
and then I'll say, okay, so what's this one called? Because it's always like a working title
Yep.
before I come in. And so I get to hear whatever his experience was.
Interesting.
And, something happened to him in nature. He saw something, he felt something, whatever it might be. And I'll just hear his story and kind of just take that in and listen, and then kind of adapt it, maybe
Right.
if that feels
Right.
organic. And then I might just go on one theme. Like, for example, one song on the album is Black Obsidian Beyond Oblivion. So I became very, I like crystals and stones and energies and reading about the qualities of these things. So I started just kind of diving into obsidian, black obsidian, and all of the characteristics and qualities that it has. And I sort of spun a story off of that.
Nice.
And yeah, I had visuals, we'll have visualizations about it.
Yeah. For instance, I remember we were on a camping trip, and we were overlooking a cavern up in northern Alabama at DeSoto Park, and I had this visual or kind of imagination, or that this canyon was full of black obsidian crystal glass, and it was just shards, mountainous shards of a canyon of mountains, and all this. And it happens a lot. I have like this. I look at nature, and it presents itself in a strange way than what I see in face value in front of me. And then I heard a whole progression in my head, and I couldn't wait to get home. And then I told her what the song was about, and then we researched Black Obsidian, and then it just kind of she took it from there.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's really
So,
beautiful.
yeah, I need a story. So I guess that's the theater part of me. I'm like, what's the story?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so I have this. I have to go kind of on a journey and and explore a theme. So that was just an example. Like, okay, obsidian.
Yeah.
What is that all about? So, and I'll just pull from all different kinds of things, whatever I can find, and then just kind of smorgasbord it together and make it my own. And,
Yeah, absolutely.
something usually comes out of that.
I know I've been challenging myself to write a song a week. Got about 7 songs in about 9 weeks. So I don't got one for every week. But what I did start with was I have this book that I carry around and I'll put in it. Sometimes titles just come to me because they're just like right there in front of your face. Like you were saying how, okay, so tell me the title. What are you seeing here? And then from there, I can go back later and be like, okay, well, this fits this. Okay, well, what does that mean? And, being able to pull out, because I can totally understand needing something to kind of grasp onto and say, okay, what's the visual here?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the visual? What are we painting? What
Yeah.
are we creating?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Like it's almost like you're creating an imaginary space.
Yeah.
In your mind, like, what does it look like? Is it a cave? Is it 3-dimensional? Is it a pool of water?
Right.
What does that look like?
Right.
I remember going on all kinds of journeys like that for that song, which is really long. It's like an 8-minute epic track.
Yeah, it's in
that has
parts.
like 3 parts. And
wow.
So then there's like the rhyming part, right? There's the grammar. That's like the next part. It's like, okay, I've got my theme and my story, and now I get to be a little bit more left brain about it. So I have to kind of, get into breaking it down syllabically so that my syllables feel that they fit okay with whatever tempo I'm going at. Mm-hmm. And that really is my process. I mean, I have to kind of consolidate all this feeling and imagery into a bar, or this picture. Okay, that word, there's too many syllables.
Yeah.
Instead of Mozart, too many notes, too many syllables.
Too many words, too many things here. Yes.
Well, usually I have too many words. Like I've got like a dissertation. And he's like, I think you have enough lyrics. I'm like, I need more lyrics. And then I end up with too much, which is better. I'd rather have too much and have to shave it off.
Yeah, she'll do a lot of consolidating.
Yeah, and then it's like when you're making a sigil or something, right? It's like it's this potent symbol that means a lot of things,
Yes.
So I feel like that happens with the words. I condense it and then I've got just these nice juicy words. Just the words that matter,
Right. Absolutely. Well, that's beautiful. We have a song full of beautiful words here coming up next called Tears of the Moon. Tell me about this.
Oh, that goes way back.
Yeah,
that was one of the very first ones, and that one just kind of fell out of me. Like it was very. I think I had my own poem that just kind of came to me.
Yeah.
And I read it aloud to him, and he really loved the words. It was like, those could be lyrics, and they became lyrics.
Yeah.
To shuffle them around a little bit, but that was probably one of the songs, or the song that was just the most, I don't know what would you call it, it just manifested, like spontaneously. He played some music and I just improvised the melody, and it just came out. I found my key that I wanted to sing in, and I just locked it in.
Yeah, it's beautiful lullaby. There's many lullabies, many things you want to say to the moon in every aspect you can think of in the human condition. So to me, the song is inspirational of this is just a lullaby to the moon. You're singing into it, and it kind of comes back at you with its moonlight lightness, whatever, that it shines upon you. And the song is quite simple. It's a very simple, like, big song, and there's many versions that we've played of it. We have an acoustic version. We have 3 versions of the song. The second version is on Bandcamp. If you want to hear an alternate version, which is more tribal, but I think the one you're going to play is.
No, didn't you say version 2?
I don't know. We're going to find out.
It's whatever one I found really quickly.
Yeah.
It's to play.
Yeah.
It's the one you sent me. But we do have a few. Ron's going back to the food situation.
Yes.
Yep, Eric loves butter chicken.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Pizza, all right.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Is it with paneer? Is it paneer pizza?
I guess so. That's funny. Awesome. Okay, well, we're gonna listen to this song and have a little bit more fun. You guys ready? All right,
Yeah.
here we go. All right, guys, we do have Tears of the Moon by the Palace of Tears. And then we have The Graph Spay, The Thundering Head by Laughing Jack. And then we have Bleeding Sane by Bleeding Raven. Bleeding Raven came on, oh gosh, like my first year. He's the one that doesn't show his face. And he's just like, yes, I'm Bleeding Raven. You do not know who I am. But he sings a lot of songs about his tribe in Alaska. So he is actually from way up in Alaska area. So in Canada, the original people group from that area. So he's really got some beautiful songs. But it all starts right here with Palace of Tears. Here we go. So you can hear the influence of the native people in that song. I love his stuff. It's kind of weird and strange and beautiful, but it takes the heart of the native people and puts it into this aggressive beautifulness. We have our people back. That's right, the Palace of Tears back with us for one last little interview. So you guys are working on an album.
Yes.
And so when is that coming out? What is happening with that right now?
Well, we're in the middle of mix downs, and it's taken a minute. For In the beginning of the mix downs, I was very anxious, very like had a sense of urgency and want to get it done so we can get the album out ASAP. But then I've slowed down and have taken a lot of attention to detail. And
Because it's precious.
yeah,
That's right.
it's a very important album.
And it's timing is everything. And there was a lot of ramping up with the single and doing our first music video. And, it took a lot out of us. I'm not going to sugarcoat that.
Yeah.
It took a lot out of us. And now we're like, okay, kind of got that out of the way, but we don't want to lose momentum.
Yeah.
At the same time, we want to be authentic and organic to the process.
Absolutely.
And I know mixing is his favorite thing. And I said, you finally got to this stage. You're here.
Yep.
Enjoy. And so so it's been, I don't know, a month long.
About a month, yeah. And I'm about 75% done. So I have about 2 more songs to go. And then I'll do another wave of listening and tweaking and getting everything kind of tight.
It's an important process.
I understand.
Every step is important in a process,
Oh,
right?
of
You
course.
get what you put in.
Yeah.
And so,
So yeah, we're hoping obviously the album will come out next year.
Nice.
Say within
because
the
holidays.
the next 2 or 3 months is kind of feels pretty positive. That'll
Yeah.
be out by then. We do want to pick an auspicious date, so to say, and
Probably one more video.
yeah,
We'll probably release one more single.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you actually put something up on the screen about that. Tell us about the video that you already have out right now.
Oh, yeah. So the first song that you played, which is the Veiled Screen Woven Dream, that was released on the anniversary of my brother's passing. So I wanted to offer something on that day. And so having that along with the music video, which we produced, recorded, and directed in this very room, we kept it pretty simple because we're doing it all ourselves. So we tried not to overcomplicate the video. So that can be found on our YouTube channel and our Bandcamp as well. And it came out pretty okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I had to learn some software within like a few weeks. So we used Final Cut, and I've used it a little bit in some other previous work I did with my previous band, but it's been a long time. So basically, did a crash course of 2 weeks of every day learning it, and sure, of course, with your first real video, you see all the things you would change, but yeah,
it is what it is. You can do
it
it.
is what it is,
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen worse.
Well, we actually had a question from David, who is a techie himself. Who's that's like oh no, wrong one, wrong one. I saw his face and said, "Yeah, there it is." Okay, here it is. What are your absolute essential pieces of studio equipment?
Well, this day and age, in today's time, I would say a really good, reliable interface to take your audio into the digital, and a very solid, fluid, user-friendly DAW, and all your instruments, And if I had to break it down, it's a decent pair of monitors, a good mixer interface, and like I said, a good DAW, and then just good recording performances. Those are essential studio pieces of gear. Now I can geek out and go what kind of effects I like, and that's a ton of them, and what the method of layering I like to do, and that's a whole nother session of interviews, you know. So
You're like, I don't have another hour. Thank you.
yeah, and of course, as a guitar player, it's always good to have that one essential guitar. So I work with two, you know, a 6 string and a 12 string. So if I had the apocalypse happening like right now, and I had to choose between a 12 string or a 6 string, I would have to just try to have both, which would be my trusty Fender Jazzmaster and a 12 string hollow body Gretsch guitar. So that's about specific as I can get without taking too much time.
No,
That's a
you're
good question,
fine.
David. Thank you.
No, they our listeners are very techie heavy, so they love to hear the techie side of things. David himself is an actual he does lights and sound and
Oh, cool.
yeah, he for well, it used to be Deer Creek, now it's Ruoff, or it's been like 1,000 names, but the big he used to be the light and electrical manager over there. So yeah, he would be the ones climbing up those ridiculous rafter things to put lights up. Yeah, that guy. We like those guys because then they can go do that so that we don't have to. Like, you take your life in your hands. Good job. So yeah, lots of techie people on here listening. And so, but how? So now we have two forms so people can find you down below. But tell us where can people find you and your music, and how to support you, how to show you love by buying your stuff.
So we do have a link tree which has all the links. If people are familiar with that, so if you just went to Linktree, and it's everything, pretty much everything across the board for us is the Palace of Tears. So that's Bandcamp. That's the most direct way to support us. And if you want to buy physical items or merchandise, that would be the best way to do it. And then if you want to keep up with whatever we're doing, then follow us there. Follow us on Facebook. I know Spotify is a hot topic, I think, in the music community. But yeah,
it is what it is.
Well, especially when you're like independent and underground.
You know, we're trying to get that 60,000 hits so we could play a real bigger festival someday. You know,
right?
Yeah.
I think we're just going to make music and be as good as we can.
I like that, right? But art for art's sake, back to the source. Just keep
it. Exactly. And Bandcamp's been really good for that, which has been really amazing to watch and very, very great platform for that. So you guys, you can find them at www.facebook.com/The Palace of Tears. That's the PALACE of Tears, TEARS. You can also find them at thepalaceoftears.bandcamp.com. Please go look them up, find their stuff. Make sure we support our beautiful artists, because that is what this show is about. I started the show almost 3 years ago. It'll be 3 years ago, the second week in February, because I wanted you to be able to hear how amazing these musicians are that are not being played in regular radio, that are not out in the mainstream, that don't have $1 million behind their name, because they are the heart and the soul of this musical nation. It is what it is. So you guys, this is the place. Go and find their stuff. Go and support them. Well, we are going to listen to one more song from you called Our New Moon. Tell us about this.
Well, by the way, today is the new moon.
Hey,
it is.
No, I mean, that's
kind of funny. That
it's quite uncanny.
Yes, it happens to us a lot.
Well, we discovered that we met on a new moon.
Wow.
I looked back in time. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, and we just started noticing patterns with new moons and moments in time between us. And so it became this auspicious kind of event. And I think it's really cool that we just so happen to be interviewed on a new moon. I didn't really realize it until like yesterday or today.
That's
So,
awesome.
and then the fact that you picked that track, that was also uncanny.
Yes.
But Eric said, yeah, he decided to create a piece. It's just instrumental, and he just sort of kind of did it as a dedication to me. So
Yeah, it's about
I was very touched.
it's about my partner right here beside me. So the song's really just about her.
Technically, it was before the Palace of Tears really formed.
Yeah.
Wow. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Well, we're going to listen to that and have a great time. Do a little bit more cheer dance. And then it's the end of the show. It's been a beautiful time. It's been a
Thank you.
beautiful time. All right, guys, give me 2 seconds and we'll be right back.
Thanks for having us.
Always. Well, guys, we do have Our New Moon by the Palace of Tears. And then we have Robot Sex Time. Sometimes I have to play that song just because I want to say the name. It's Robot Sex Time. By Frank Zvornit. I'm never going to say his last name right ever. And then we have Ludi Kriski by Monoplan. Monoplan's our beautiful friend out in Russia, and I may have butchered that, but that's okay. And then we have Stars by Hertzfall UK. Some beautiful, beautiful music to end this just amazing show. It has just been such a delight. And you guys ready? Here we go.
Repurpose yourself in this new world. Childlike and soul, eternal. Repurpose your life in this brave new world. Childlike and soul, eternal. Like a boat, free at last, steering on away from your past. Like a boat, free at last, steering on away from your past. It catches the wind like the light in your eye. A light dark and easy. Ashwood, would you stay for tonight and let our love shine forever, forever? Like a boat, free at last, steering on away from your past. Like a boat, free at last, steering on away from your like a boat, free at last, steering on away from your past. Like a boat, free at last, steering on away from your past. Repurpose yourself. Repurpose your life in this brave new Repurpose your life.
Well, you guys, it has been a blast. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having us. Hello. Check, check, check.
Yes. So whenever that music comes up, send it on over. We'll make sure that everybody hears it and knows where to get it, because
Thank you.
your music touches our hearts. So it's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You had very kind words. You shared very kind words after our little presentation in at what was it Healer?
Healer,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yes. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you for having us on your show, and holding some space for us, and we really, really, really appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, you guys make sure you check them out. Make sure you go look them up. Facebook.com/The Palace of Tears. You can go to the palaceoftears.com palaceoftears.bandcamp.com
Yep.
and go find their stuff. Support them, support them, support them. You guys, we've had a great evening. If you are not watching from YouTube, you can go to youtube.com/C for channel/Celtic Rain, and you just hit that little subscribe button and hit that bell. It's like magic. It tells you exactly when we're on. It's amazing. If you have music to send me, you can send it to CelticRain777@gmail.com. All you have to do is be a small labor independent artist, and please be family friendly. Please no cursing. Don't make fun of people. It's just not worth it, people.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's not worth it. You are listening to the Celtic Rain Radio Show. We say thank you, good night, goodbye, and we love you. Bye.